Hey everyone, welcome to the Indian Peaks Wilderness here in Colorado. This is Long Lake, and looking up here at the Continental Divide, the gorgeous views today. Got some fall colors coming in the brush and in the willows. You've got, I know the names of these mountains, but I don't know which one is which from the left and right, so I'll have to annotate that in. But I know that right there in the middle, that big patch of snow is Isabel Glacier. We're just in this big glacial valley, and it's a beautiful day. And as you saw, instead of hiking today, we're doing something a little different, touring around here on a stand-up paddleboard. So I'm sure people are probably a little curious about that. Let's go in for a look at that. Alright, here's a look at my rig I'm using out here. This is an inflatable stand-up paddleboard made by Tahoe SUP. You can see right there. This is their Alpine Explorer model. I believe it's the only inflatable one this company makes, but yeah, it's got one set of D-string shock cord there and another D-ring deck strap area down here. This one kind of has a unique thing among inflatables where it has this center air beam right here where the shadow of my finger is pointing. Runs down the length of it, and you can see here it's a separate air chamber right here, and this is the main chamber. They say that that's supposed to give it more rigidity, because it's increasing the cross section. I'm not quite sure if that really is true, but it rides really well. I'm really happy with it. I'm about 200 pounds, and it carries me just fine. This is the paddle I'm using here. This one's made by Naish, and that's just a dry bag that I'm using to carry my camera, wallet, car keys, and stuff. Let me get it flipped over here and show you the underside in just a moment. So here's a bottom view of it. Pretty plain, mainly. It's got two fins, I believe 10-inch fins. I may be wrong about that, but it tracks really well. Kind of designed for, it's got the displacement type hull with a point on the end as opposed to planing. So it kind of cuts through the chop really well. It's a little windy, as you can probably hear out here on Long Lake today. And it cuts through the chop just fine. We're up at the northwest end of the lake. The wind's coming in our face, so the waves here are much smaller than at this end of the lake when they've, had the whole length of the lake to build up. But it's a beautiful day and just loving it. Alright, here we are back at the shore, ready to pack it back up to the car. You can see I got the board all packed down already. The board's deflated and rolled up. The pump is inside of it there. I roll the pump up inside, and the fins pop off and deflate it and roll it up and stuff it in this giant carrying sack, which is pretty nice because it has plenty of room in there for, you know, my water bottle, some clothes, my PFD, everything. And then it has backpack straps, which is how I packed it in here. It was only about a little over a quarter mile, so it wasn't anything serious. This bag does not have a hip belt, so going much further than half mile, 3/4 of a mile starts to get pretty uncomfortable, but it is doable. And then I'll just collapse down the paddle. Paddle is a 2-piece paddle, so it'll pack down small, and then we'll head on out of here. And I actually rolled up, I should say, they rolled up that whole kit. Well, just the board, actually. The board will fit in my 70-liter backpack. So if you strap the pump to the sides, and I have a 3-piece paddle that breaks down, you could actually carry it in quite a bit further than a quarter mile, you know, if you had a serious frame and hip belt. So anyway, that's my introduction to backcountry stand-up paddleboarding. Hope you guys enjoyed being along for the ride. Cheers.